Welcome or welcome back. I'm LeshaNiccole, and in this video it is going to be extremely quick. As you can see from the title, corrections of DD214. Let me tell y'all something. My story is shame on me type story because I should have paid attention to my DD214 prior to leaving active duty. So now if you want to know how I got my DD214 corrected, stay tuned. So now this is my story. This is what happened to me, and this is how I realized, wow, my DD214 was all jacked up. So I applied for Virginia education benefits for my dependents. And when you apply for those benefits, you gotta attach your DD214 so that they can see your service, where you've been or whatever. So now I knew that I had to have had combat service, which I know I did. I applied and got denied, saying that I wasn't a combat veteran. So I turn around, I look at my DD214. So I look at my DD214, and yeah, for these old eyes, I had to stretch it out so that I could see. But I realized that I did not have my Iraq deployment up there. I didn't have any of those things. So I start researching, and I'm like, okay, I know there's a way that I can fix this. So I spoke with one of my co-workers that was active duty, and she worked for HR, so for the personnel section of the military. And she said, girl, you need to do a corrected. So I went online, I'm looking, I Google, I find that, oh, all I got to do is fill out a DD form 149. The DD form 149, and I'm looking at my screen so that I'm going to share this screen with you so that you can see the DD form 149 is an application for a correction of your military records, and it talks about under the provisions and of the title in that section. So I filled out this form. You can print it out and type it up. Type it up and then print it and sign it. But it just kind of goes through. And I'm going to screenshot. Let me screenshot this so that you can see how it worked. Well, what it looks like. Just a snippet of what it looks like. So this is what the form looks like. And all you do pretty much is fill it out. Number 5 and number 6 are extremely important. It said, I requested the following error or injustice in the records to be corrected. This is what I needed them to put in there. So that's what I put in there. And then the other good thing was I had a copy of an award with the write-up that I got when I deployed. So when I came back from the deployment, and it showed the dates of the deployment. So I was able to put all of that in, made copies to send it so that I could get my DD214 corrected, because I couldn't believe that I got out and did not do that. So for those veterans or for those active duty members that are still in, pay attention to that DD214, because even on the civilian side, I work on the civilian side, I did a class. I actually taught a class on your knowing what's in your records. And I did not even pay attention. And mind you, yeah. So paying attention, you want to make sure from the beginning, and periodically you should be checking your records, making sure everything is good. And I did up to a point where I was ready to get out. I think all shit was out the window, and I was like, fuck it, it's time to go. Not a good thing. So now once I finished with that, I printed it out, I signed it. It may have took about a month or two. It wasn't a long process to get. So what I did get back in the mail was my corrected, which this is a DD215. So they'll send you, and it's a correction to the DD214, the certificate of release or discharge from active duty. So now up here, it shows the correction. So anytime I have my DD214, I have to have this DD215 attached to it. So I will always keep them together. So now in the DD215, it corrected my RCOM medals, my AMs. It gave me my 3rd and my 2nd and my 4th, or whichever ones. Then it added Iraq campaign medal. It also added in service a designated danger pay area, service in Iraq, and it put the dates. Thank goodness Virginia education benefits denied me, or I would have never did this. So just for those who don't, and then once I resubmitted this with the DD215, my Virginia benefits for my dependents was approved. So that was a plus. So for those veterans out there, if you look at your DD214 and there are things that are not, get those things corrected as soon as you can. Try to make sure you got supporting documents. That way, like mine didn't take that long because I attached documents and I'm like, I know I deploy. Usually when you know you're right, it don't take that long for things to come back. So just wanted to do a quick video on correcting your DD214. Thank you so much for watching. And if you haven't, check out my other videos on VA benefits. Here is a playlist that you can kind of go through and look at my other videos. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day. See you in my next video.